Ferocious Wraith.
At the time of this recording, we exist in the timeline where Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man and Chris Evans' Captain America are both gone from the MCU, dead. And where does that leave us? It leaves us with the uncertainty of where to go from here with the MCU. We've been given brand new characters over the past couple of years, and needless to say, not all of them are working with everybody. Not everyone is gelling with these new characters, and quite frankly, we are lacking star power, and that is why I am here to tell you that the Marvel Cinematic Universe needs the Fantastic Four to succeed. Why? Well, I'm about to tell you. For those of you that don't know, the Fantastic Four are Marvel's first family created by Stan Lee in the very early days of Marvel Comics, and they are the big inspiration for what we've had now. They've spanned decades with their great stories and their classic villain, Doctor Doom, who has done wild things, including stealing powers of gods, stealing the powers of the Beyonder, and let me tell you, man, that would be great to see on the big screen. But why would you say that the Fantastic Four needs to be good? Well, because it hasn't been good before, and unfortunately a lot of people disregard the Fantastic Four just because what we've had prior has been ass. And yeah, you could say that the X-Men doing well would be a good substitute, but no, I am here to tell you that the Fantastic Four needs to be good. The movie needs to succeed in order for Marvel to get that nice little second win that it so desperately needs. And let me tell you, in a time like this, where we've had countless stories, we're having superhero fatigue. Let's admit it, folks. We've been there, done that with so many characters that these movies are starting to get repetitive. And if they can deliver a good Fantastic Four movie that doesn't feel like a retread, I think we'll be onto something. Dare I say, this movie needs to be good for the MCU as in what Marvel's Iron Man was for the MCU in 2008. We need this thing to be the catapult, the Kickstarter for the next big thing in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We need these characters to carry the franchise. We need to see interactions with the Fantastic Four and all the characters we have now. It would be nice if we can get them in Secret Wars, but hey, we'll take them whenever we can, because Doctor Doom needs to be that big villain. We need to get that Doom. We need Latveria in the MCU, and that would be something we haven't seen before. And if they can manage to do some of that, oh, it'll be a lot of fun. And, you know, it sucks that the only real great adaptations we've had of Doctor Doom in media come from either cartoons or video games. In the movies, we've had nothing really. His plans have been very boring and uninspired, but at least we could say that the first Fantastic Four movie had a good design. So at least there's that. But yeah, you know, I just feel like Marvel is in a state where everything is just struggling to land. And also, as of this time of speaking, a lot of movies aren't doing very well in the box office. And that is really concerning, is if Marvel's going to try to push their cinematic universe any further than it already has. Like, I actually have doubt that the next Avengers movies will even come close to that of Infinity War and Endgame, since people are just sitting at home and waiting for these things to come on Disney+. Which is why, when we need Fantastic Four and X-Men, for that matter, to just have the best trailers we could possibly have so that people can actually see these movies, and that way, you know, they won't wait for it for Disney+. These gotta feel like events. They gotta be so good that people will get their wallets, get in their car, and they will run right to the theater to see this movie. So yeah, you know, there's a lot of things that Marvel could do to fix their cinematic universe, but right now, as I got the opinion, it's just not doing well. I just think there's a little too much going on in terms of Disney Plus shows, and the Disney Plus shows they do give us just aren't long enough to really marinate well enough, you know? They don't give them enough time to cook. Like, Moon Knight, I thought there could have been more to that, but it just ended so soon. She-Hulk was perfectly entertaining, not that great, but you know what? It's just too short. Like, 30-minute episodes, and there's only 6 episodes? Like, come on. I just don't get why they have 6 episodes a season. But I'm getting a little sidetracked. Now I'm gonna bring apart the comparison to DC, which is they just cast their brand new Superman Lois Lane, and a lot of people are pleased, and it's honestly looking pretty promising. So definitely what Marvel needs to nail that Fantastic Four casting. We've had so many rumors over the years. Hell, we got John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, but it seems like they're not going to use him again. So, you know, that's already a pretty big deal considering John Krasinski was quite the fan cast for years. So, who are they going to get this time? I mean, another rumor had Adam Driver being Mr. Fantastic and Margot Robbie being Sue Storm, but it looks like those kind of fell off, so who knows at this point. But yeah, I mean, I think the Fantastic Four needs to be well connected with all the stuff that's going on right now, but how do you even introduce them, you know? That's another thing I guess I could kind of go over it a little bit. It's like, would they have them already exist and just getting their powers, or would they, oh no, do something crazy, like maybe they're in space and maybe they just got back and got their powers because they're like in space for so long, but time is different for wherever they were, so you know, they could do a lot of things like that. And that kind of brings me, I'm gonna sidetrack the topic again. How do you introduce the X-Men to the MCU? Because we've not heard really much of anything about mutants. We've heard maybe a few like references, but we've not actually seen any mutants besides Xavier in Multiverse of Madness. So what do you do to introduce them? Do you just say that they've been living in secrecy? Or do you just have them come through the multiverse? And you could say that for Fantastic Four as well. Like, do you have them come through the multiverse, or do you just say, hey, here they are? They just weren't around at first for some reason. Like, during all these Avengers events, they just weren't doing anything. Which is always the confusion. And then, lastly, what I want to say in this video is, it's just unfortunate that the rights situation has been so weird. Like, you could have had Fantastic Four and X-Men from the start, and things could be very different. We're just in that universe, that multiverse, where we didn't have Fox, Sony, or really anything at first, so we just had to kind of play with the core Avengers team, and, you know, in a sense, it was simple like that, and it worked out pretty well, but could you imagine, though, if we had Spider-Man and, you know, the Fantastic Four and Wolverine and the X-Men right from the get-go? It would have been crazy. But yeah, the original topic was Marvel needs Fantastic Four to succeed, but yeah, I just think they need everything from Fox to succeed. You could argue Blade doesn't even need to succeed, but everything they got from Fox has to. Because without Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man, without Captain America, Chris Evans, without, and you know, we might not have Thor soon. You know, he might give up the mantle, who knows? And, you know, who knows how long Hulk's going to be around. We need big-time characters to fill those shoes, because otherwise we're going to be in a pretty bad spot for the MCU, and I don't want that. So, anyways, guys, that's all I got for you in today's video. I just wanted to go over and share that, what I've been feeling about the Fantastic Four. I mean, it's just something that I've really been wanting ever since I've been young. I've really wanted that great Fantastic Four content, and we just haven't really gotten it. So yeah, I mean, how do you feel about this? Do you think the Fantastic Four is the key to success? Do you think that maybe it's the X-Men that needs to succeed? Do you think Marvel is even salvageable at this point? Or do you just think, hey, it's fine, who cares? If it's good, good. You know, Marvel will be good no matter what. Tell me what you think down below. Leave a comment, like, share the video. Do whatever you can. It's very helpful for the channel. So I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.